Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode 56 of Some Random. I am your host, Sriracha Flash, and with me today, the wonderful, the magnificent Ada Six. Ada, how's it going?
Tired.
Oh, we're all of us. All of us. It is the worst right now. I feel tired every single day. Like, every day, I'm just, like, more exhausted. And I don't know if that's just, like, quarantine, like, cabin fever setting in. I'm, like, getting restless or what. Maybe it's depression. I'm just fucking tired all the time. It sucks.
It's probably both. Probably both.
Just a wee bit of both. No big deal.
There's shit like that.
Yeah, all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm happy to have you on the show. I'm happy that you're here. I had your wonderful girlfriend Silent Black Cat on the last episode, and that was a fun time. So I've been looking forward to this one ever since you asked me to be on. Unfortunately, shit going on throughout the week delayed us until Friday because, it's something. But we're here, and that's all that matters. But why don't you tell the wonderful people, Ada, who the hell are you?
Hi, I'm Ada. I am a Melty Blood player from the DC area.
Okay.
Yeah. I main Sishion.
Okay. All right. I know. All right. So here's the thing. I'm gonna be open and honest, real quick. Here's my knowledge of Melty Blood, and not just the memes, because I'm not that asshole. But like I know of Melty Blood. I've watched it. I can't name a character. So if I go, hey, what the fuck is this? Not me being disrespectful. I would just like to know what the fuck I'm looking at, or I'm looking up. Okay, so again, Melty Blood, and who do you play?
Right. Sishion. She's you might know her from Under Night In-Birth as Eltnum.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I didn't realize that Eltnum was in other games. Again, because
this is the game she came from, so it's like.
Gotcha. All right, so is Under Night like battles like All-Star Battle Royale?
No, Under Night is like its own thing. It's just like French Bread also made Melty Blood, and so they had the protagonist from Melty Blood put in Eunice, I guess.
Okay. All right.
Or I guess just Under Night, I guess, is the series, and people are going to get mad at me in the fucking chat.
Nah, that's all right. Fuck them. No, I don't give a shit about them. You're on the show now. That's all that matters to me. I don't give a fuck about them. Okay, so Eltnum's from the. All right, so you play Eltnum. That's how I'm gonna remember it because I'm American FGC trash. So like I'm not. That's how I'm gonna know it.
Right?
All right, and how long have you been competing in the FGC? I guess.
So. It depends on what you define as the FGC. I got started on 2D in I started with BB Tag around June of last year.
Okay.
And dropped that in about August, and then late September I picked up Melty Blood and have just been playing that since.
Okay. All right. So Melty Blood's been in your blood. Hey ho, ha ha ha! Fucking nailed it, Jose.
Hey.
Oh, we fucking did it. For about 6 months then now. How did you? All right. So why did you drop everything else for Melty Blood? Like what drew you to Melty Blood in the first place?
Well, I guess the context is like what drew me to Melty Blood kind of drew me to 2D. It's like I kind of got disillusioned with Smash because like, oh, I love the movement and all that stuff, but like the actual fighting game component for me just didn't fit.
Okay.
And I played BB Tag for a while, and I just like. I don't know, something was up, like I just couldn't enjoy it, like there was so much happening, I just wasn't enjoying myself. And because Melty Blood is mainly played through the Community Edition with rollback netcode.
Okay.
And someone suggested it to me and linked me to the thread, and I got into that like early September, and I didn't take it seriously, and I didn't drop until like mid-September and pick up Melty Blood until around then. And I was just like, wow, this is a great game. I get to do a lot of cool stuff in here. And then I realized, no, I have to block a lot too.
Yeah, there's look, the fact that you've learned that you have to block sometimes, you're like light years ahead of like 50% of the FGC, so you're fine. Like you're already doing very, very well for yourself. Because believe it or not, we don't do that shit. Fucking blocking is terrible. Blocking doesn't do damage. No one does that shit. Awful. Just awful.
Blocking is a shitty mechanic. It doesn't even do damage. It's not optimal.
That's what I'm saying. Garbage. Garbage. Why would they ever introduce this mechanic? Okay, sorry. But no, that's I'm always curious to see like how people find games like Melty Blood and stuff like that, because for a lot of my FGC career and a lot of the people that I've always known were like, I started with Melty Blood back in the day, and it was a friend of a friend of a friend that like introduced me, and there's never like an origin as to like where that person found it. Like it's almost like a treasure hunt, because you can never find where someone like found Melty Blood. It's always like I heard it from someone. I've never been able to track down like, where did you like find Melty Blood? Like, oh, I was just like in an arcade, which that's not gonna happen. But like, I never like, oh, I downloaded this not in America, anyways. But it's never like I was like in a local or something like that, and I saw Melty Blood. It's always just like a friend of a friend told me to play it, or like a friend told me to play it, and like I can never find the friend who started it all. There's like one mother brain computer that started the Melty Blood train, and I can't fucking find that person. They're just gone forever. But anyways, that's just me. That's just me and my terrible brains. But more importantly, I've been wondering this. So Ada 6, where does Ada 6 come from? And is that the tag that you compete under? Because like normally I get two separate things for like Twitter tags and like competition names.
They're the same.
They're the same. One and the same. Okay.
Yeah. So Ada 6, like this is actually a pretty funny story. So like, I had a different first name when I picked up this tag, and I picked it up based on like, literally like, I love like Resident Evil 6, which is going to get me lynched, by the way. But I love Resident Evil 6, and like Ada Wong is probably my favorite like Resident Evil character.
Okay.
And so it's literally Ada Wong from Resident Evil 6.
Honestly, you have no idea how much I was hoping to hear that answer. I fucking love Resident Evil with a passion, like to the point where Nemesis is one of my emotes from Resident Evil 3. I fucking love Resident Evil, and I'll say this: I like Resident Evil 6 as much as I like Resident Evil 4. So like, you're not in bad company right now.
Okay, good.
I enjoy the fuck out of Resident Evil 6. I think it's hard to compare it to a lot of other Resident Evil games. And a lot of people will be like, well, the action stuff started with, like, 4 and stuff like that, so you can blame 4 for the 6 mechanics and whatnot. But, I don't know, 6 is a whole different beast. But I really love the multiplayer modes that fucking Resident Evil 6 had. The one where you can play as the fucking Ognok or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. God, what's his name? It's the Predator mode.
2.0.
Yeah, the Predator mode. The one that chases fucking Sherry and... What, Wesker's son? Is it Wesker's son? I don't know. It's been so fucking long since I played this goddamn game. But no, I enjoy the fuck out of Resident Evil 6. I think it's a fun time. I know a lot of people don't like it, but like a lot of people just like to shit on things.
So I don't think it's a good Resident Evil game. I'll concede that, but I still like it anyway. It's like a dumb Saturday morning cartoon in terms of story, and I just eat that shit up.
Uh-huh. Hey, that's perfectly fine. Because
it's just dumb and edgy and wonderful. It's a fucking mess, and I love it.
Fucking Predator mode. The Predator mode and the Ustanok. There we go. Ustanok? Fucking, yeah, Nemesis 2.0. Yeah, you said it right the first time. You had it. Nemesis 2.0. But no, that's I love being able to fucking play as that big motherfucker. That eventually became the mastermind mode that we have now with Resident Evil 3, the remake. So, fucking, I don't know. Resident Evil 6 has got some shit, y'all. Like, play Resident Evil 6.
It's also got, probably the best Mercenaries mode. At least objectively. It has the most, cool shit happening there.
Yeah.
Some people like the other ones better, though, because of, there's more content, there's more, funny gimmicks with it.
I have a soft spot for 5's Mercenary mode because I played a lot of it with my friend Shane back in the day.
Right.
And we would top leaderboards a lot back in the early days of 5 before everyone was like, hey, we can play this, and then we were shit on. But I really loved 5. I actually don't like 4's mercenary mode. I think 4's mercenary mode is fucking dog shit.
Dude, wasn't it the first time that they did that though in the series?
So 3 had a mercenaries mode, but it was kind of different. 3's mercenary mode was you were on one end of the map. You started in the train, and then you would have to get all the way back to the warehouse where the original game starts, and you're on a time limit. And the more zombies that you kill, the more time you get. The more zombies that you kill in succession adds more time. So, like, you kill one zombie, it's 3 seconds. Kill another zombie, like, within 2 seconds or something like that. And then it adds 7 seconds, and then 11, and then, 15, and then it just goes up from there. And then you got 3 characters. So you got Carlos, Nikolai, and Mikhail. Each one had a different loadout. Nikolai's loadout was dog shit. It was, 3 blue herbs and a knife and a first aid spray, and then magnum bullets, but no magnum gun. There's a lot there. He's fucking, I don't know. There's actually more to this mercenaries mode than I thought there was, now that I'm, explaining it. And then, Carlos has, a pretty decent loadout, where he has, the assault rifle and the pistol and some bullshit. Then Mikhail just has straight up the rocket launcher, the shotgun, and the magnum. And then, some bullets and a first aid spray. And so it doesn't matter what character you pick. Doesn't affect your grade at all. It's literally just, difficulty modes. But fuck it. Play Mikhail. That's the best way to do it. And there are survivors that you can go to different locations in the area. They're hidden away. Because you can still, the mainline path. Go to the warehouse. You get, a shit score. Play it a bunch of times. Whatever. But if you go off the beaten path, you find survivors. And they give you weapons and ammo. So, if you're playing as Nikolai, you can pick up the Magnum eventually. You can pick up a rocket launcher. You can pick up a shotgun. And then the more that you play it, you can unlock unlimited ammo for the main game. And unlimited weapons and shit like that. So, it was weird. It wasn't like the mercenaries mode that we have in 4, 5, and 6. But it was a mode. Sorry for the fucking rant, everybody. I really like Resident Evil. I'm sorry. I love Resident Evil. Sorry.
Understandable. Yeah, so I guess that's where, the phrase mercenaries mode comes in, huh? Because we're playing as the mercenaries.
Yeah, I actually hadn't thought of that until right fucking now. I was never that's just a holdover from when the actual fucking mercenaries were doing it in 3. Holy shit, Ada, you're blowing my mind right now. I'm fucking losing it, because that's, alright, yeah. Hey, that's cool. There was another mode in, 1 and 2, 2 the DualShock version, or 1 the DualShock version, and then 2 that were kind of mercenaries-ish, but they weren't. It was, Battle Assault or something like that, Battle Arena. I don't know. It was fucking weird. Which kind of functioned along the same way, but it wasn't good and, wasn't as cool. Didn't unlock anything, really. But yeah, goddamn. The fucking Ada unlocking the trivia in my brain. I'm really upset now that I never thought of that. Fuck. Okay, back to fighting games, and back to the important person here, which is you. So I'm very happy that Ada is part of the name. Very upset that there's 2 Adas in fucking 6, but nothing we can do about that right now. So introducing yourself more to the people, what's something surprising about you that we wouldn't know? Or something that people would be surprised to find out about you?
Circle back to that one?
Yeah, no problem. We'll come back. No worries. See, that one's usually a hard one, because I usually catch people off guard with this. So I'm obviously we're talking about bullshit, and then I'm like, hey, fucking deep dive into the shit that you like to do that no one knows about. But that's how I found out that Black Cat loves yo-yos. So, fucking, we got into it. Alright, so we kind of went over what got you into fighting games. But take me back. So, take me back before Resident Evil 6, before everything else. What was your first video game? What got you down this dark path with the rest of us degenerates?
My first video game that I can remember, I think the first, actual video game that I played was, some weird racing game on the PS2.
Okay.
Back when I was, 7 years old-ish.
No worries. Look, we've all started, I had Ford Racing 3 on the PS2. I didn't know there were 2 other Ford Racing games. There were just 1,000 weird-ass racing games on the PS2 that, a lot of us played, so no worries. And they all just kind of mixed together at one point.
Yeah. This one was about, dirt bikes. I don't fucking know.
I'm going to guess, motocross, it's MX versus ATV or something, motocross versus ATV. Like, that's the one that I remember playing the most. But I could be wrong. I'm probably fucking wrong.
It was called something like Freestyle. It was Freestyle.
Fuck
God.
yeah, Freestyle. Okay, yeah. Freestyle was made by the people that made Sledstorm on the PS1. So no, it's like actually not like a terrible game. I actually really enjoy that game.
Huh.
Listen, everyone that's like, hey, I remember Freestyle from the PS2. Here's some fun facts. Go to the cheat mode and enter Fire Sale to unlock literally everything in the game. That's how much I know about Freestyle. That fucking... Oh, man. It's like a weird corner in my brain that I fucking remembered that shit. But fucking Fire Sale unlocks all the bikes and all the fucking characters and shit in that game. That's the code. The fucking... When you're 1,000 years old like me, you just remember a bunch of random shit like that. You'll get there, I promise you.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Oh, man. So, Freakstyle. Okay. You young kids I was 7 playing PS2. Oh, my God.
We couldn't afford an Xbox 360.
Listen, I'm not even knocking you for it. Because, like, I was poor as shit for a long time. It's just, like, I'm 30 now. So, like, when I hear people that are like, yeah, I was playing, like, PS2 when I was, like, 6 and 7, I was like, oh, man, I was, like, 14. Oh, fuck. Like, I'm old.
I was in high school arguing with my mom.
Yeah, oh, that was ain't that the fucking truth. Oh, my God. That fucking bitch. But that's for another time. Okay, so Sledstorm, Jesus Christ, now I'm mixing up my shit. So, Freakstyle got you started down this path. Was there anything else that really drew you into gaming that made you want to keep coming back and keep playing?
The game's just like a fun distraction up until like I want to say like 2011.
Okay.
Or 2010. I got my hands on Metroid Prime 3 for the Wii.
Ooh, okay.
And that was like the first game I marathoned, and I was like, oh, video games are like that, huh?
Video games are fucking sweet. Love these things.
Yeah.
Okay. Got an affiliation? No, not affiliation? Fucking words. Affiliation for Samus. But listen, we're all about it. I love video games. I love Metroid. Metroid's very, very good. But dirty fucking secret, I've never finished 3. I've never finished Metroid Prime 3, like, ever in my life. Because I hate motion controls, because I'm a shithead. But, like...
I mean, it's understandable. They're, like, the least offensive, like, full motion controls I've used, and they can still be a little bit finicky.
It's probably my fault. Like, I sit too close to the TV, and they don't register sometimes. But, like, I'm an old man, so, like, I kind of have to. But, to be fair, I've bought Metroid Prime 3 and the Metroid Prime trilogy 3 times. So, like, I keep on giving it a shot. Like, I have it in my collection. Like, I've got the fucking trilogy that was on the Wii, and I got Metroid Prime 3 by itself, and then I bought it on the Wii U. So, like, I keep trying. Eventually, one day, Metroid Prime 3 will be done, but, like, not right now.
Yeah, that's understandable. Like, it's one of those love it or hate it games because, like, people really don't like the motion controls, and then, like, the people who get past them still have about a 50-50 shot of liking the damn thing because it's more linear. It's a lot closer in relation to Fusion than I think it is, like, the first 2 Metroid Primes.
Okay. See, now you're selling me on it, though, because I love Fusion. I love Fusion and Zero Mission on, like, the Game Boy Advance. So, you're selling me on it. Like, I'm almost there. I'm almost about to pop this fucker in tonight and start playing it again.
Yeah, like, it doesn't have, like, the crazy exploration like you would think a Metroid Prime would have, but it's more like it has, like, really good, like, atmosphere going on for it. It does, like, really decently with, like, the amount of story that it has. It's like, I don't know. It's like a certain type of experience that you don't usually get from a Metroid game.
Okay.
It does have a few problems. It's a little too hand-holdy sometimes. Mainly on like the first 2 sections or so. Okay.
That Nintendo did that for a while, like on the Wii, like their flagship like franchises, like Skyward Sword and Metroid Prime 3, and then fucking Oh, what's the other Metroid game? Other M. Like they all kind of like really well, Other M was developed by like Project Ninja, so like that's not technically Nintendo's fault, but like yeah, they all were very very handholdy for like a long time in the beginning. But eventually the reins come off, so hopefully I'll get over it, Ada. I promise you. I promise you I'll get over it. I promise I'll play it.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, it's just weird with games like that because like the games that you don't want you to handhold are like you know, like the single player ones and stuff like that, and they always hold your hand. And then the games you want to hold your hand, like fighting games, don't have a fucking tutorial.
Oh my god, it's the fucking worst. It is the worst. Like Street Fighter V does that horse shit where they're like, we have demonstrations that will show you all of your character's special moves and what their V trigger does, but we won't let you practice the fucking thing. Like, here's just a short video of them doing it. Okay, go out into the wild and have fun. Okay, like, what the fuck? Like, how can I use this in conjunction with anything? Like, nope, figure it out. You got trial mode. That doesn't tell me anything. That's just me looking at the side of the screen to make the fucking targets go away. Like, ugh.
Yeah, so one of the biggest offenders for this is Tekken, and that's why I don't play Tekken, because I feel like I definitely need a tutorial to understand what the fuck is happening in that game.
Fucking, there's a lot of shit to Tekken that, like advanced movement that can't be explained unless someone is, like, sitting there and, like, telling you. But even then, the game doesn't, like, tell you, like, here, obviously, the wave dashing and shit in Tekken 7 was not, like, meant to be a thing. People found it and shit, but, like, it's to the point where Harada's fucking sitting there watching people do it at the Tekken World Tour, like, maybe throw a little tutorial in there. Like, you guys are still working on the fucking game. Like, put some shit in there. I don't know. Like, Arlen Ash probably has some time to, like, sit down and teach Harada how to fucking do it, put it in the game. I don't know. A little tutorial will be fine. Yeah, I
get it's fine.
I don't, like, you guys will probably make people charge for it like you did with the frame data, but, like, you know, fucking do something to put it in there because it's not helpful. Eunice tutorial mode is actually, like, Under Night. Sorry, everyone, because now it's Uniclear. Under Night has, like, a pretty decent tutorial mode.
It's a really good tutorial mode. I think it doesn't explain, like, the bigger concepts as well as it should, but to be fair, the concepts that I feel like it's lacking on are kind of like shit that you kind of need to just go out there and get your ass beat to learn.
Yeah, definitely. That Under Night is like, here is a textbook of things, but then also in the back there's like a secret like cheat book that everyone else is using that you don't know about yet. So like here's how to play the game. And then in the back is like, now hey kid, here's some fucking black market drugs. Here's how to really play this fucking game. I don't know. Under Night's pretty fucking
Mass Shield.
Mass Shield. Killer Instinct's tutorial mode is like pretty great. They go for like actual frame data and hitboxes and hurt boxes and like invincibility and shit, and like that tutorial is very very in depth. But no one's fucking playing Killer Instinct. Like, it fucking sucks. Like, they released a fighting game on a non-fighting game console that like not a lot of people bought, like compared to the PS4, and it sucks. Like, I wish it got more promotion or like crossplay with fucking PC or something, because Killer Instinct deserves to have like more life breathed into it, and it just didn't really get a fair shake for all like the in-depth shit that it has. And great fucking that game has great netcode and a great tutorial, and no one fucking plays the thing. So I don't know what to do. I throw my hands up. I don't know what the fuck to do anymore.
I need to get into it because like Mick Gordon did the soundtrack for that one, and I love Mick Gordon's work.
Oh, fucking tell me about it, girl. Holy shit. He's the best. I love him.
Like, Doom Eternal is probably my favorite first-person shooter to come out this year.
Oh, all right, see? Talking to my heart again. I fucking love that game.
It's so good. It is, like, one of my favorite games that has come out in recent memory. Like, in the past, like, I don't know, 3 years?
I haven't had that much fun with the game since Doom 2016. Like, for real. It's oh my
hard
god.
As shit, though.
Oh, fuck yeah, it's hard. Oh my god. Alright, so my first playthrough I did on Nightmare. Because I was like, I'm fucking a Doom veteran. Like, I've been playing these for years. I beat Doom Eternal on Ultra, or Doom 2016 on Ultra Nightmare. Like, I'll be good to go. And then this one just fucking beat my ass for a long time before I finally got like movement and shit down. And now I'm starting my Ultra Nightmare playthrough this like the next time that I play it, and fuck me, like it is a. I love that game though. Like as soon as you start that fucker up, like on the main menu screen, like the theme song that like Mick creates, fuck, that like vibrating fucking noise. Jesus Christ, it's so good. It's
good. Yeah, like I saw a like 45 minute video about like a behind the music thing about what he did for Doom 2016, and it was all like super interesting because like, did you know that Doom 2016 soundtrack was originally not supposed to have a single goddamn guitar in it?
Yes, it was like very EDM-ish, like very weird.
Yeah, it was wild. Like, no, you just like need to make industrial metal for the new Doom now.
It's so good. And like Doom Eternal, like Mick did. Hey everyone, sorry, I know this is a fighting game podcast, but fuck fighting games right now. There's no events going on anyway. So like Mick did like, so he took names of all the enemies in Doom Eternal and like chopped them up and put them together to like make a language. And then like with that imaginary language that he made up that are like demon names, he had these choir singers, like metal choir singers, like motherfuckers like from all over the world, like heavy metal fucking singers. Came in, they did like a heavy metal choir, like a fucking death choir, like using these made up words, and then like a developer at id Software like took those words and like translated them to like so that way like they're singing like rip and tear, like there's actual like demon words that Mick Gordon made up that are in the fucking songs, and you can slow it down like hear them, and then fucking like in the soundtrack itself, like every song is actually like 30 minutes long, and they're dynamic. So if you finish a fight against a super tough enemy, that like it jumps like melds into a different part of the same song, like a different bridge, and so like it feels heavier. But if the last enemy that you fight in a battle is like a weaker enemy, it goes to a different bridge. So like it's still the same song, but like with different chords. And so like it's not as super impactful as like, you know, fighting like a Cacodemon is gonna give you like a mid because it's like a mid boss. But like if an Archvile is the last fucking enemy that you fight, like it's still a fucking heavy like super heavy riff, and if it's just like a shitty zombie, like it's just kind of like a mellow-ish but still like their riff. It's fucking insane what he did with this soundtrack. I fucking love this game, like, and I love Mick Gordon, but holy fuck, it's so cool. Like it's so cool. How can you not love Doom and Doom Eternal? Like it's so good. Oh, sorry.
Game hard, game very gory. Some people are turned off by that, I guess. That's fine.
Yeah. I understand like that. Like I get like the gore might be too much, like especially when you're like taking like, oh my god, not the cyber demon. The Mancubus is like a little chest thing out and shoving it down his mouth. Like I get it. Probably pretty gross.
And that's actually one of the things that turns me off of Mortal Kombat, because Mortal Kombat is like, it's just so much.
Yeah, they got egregious the last couple games. Like it's something.
It's a lot.
Yeah, Takeda in Mortal Kombat X had this fatality where like he would send a whip down someone's throat and it made like a gurgle sound. And me and my wife play Mortal Kombat, like NRS games a lot, but that specific sound and visual, like for her was like, I can't do, like we can't play. If you play Takeda, like you can't do that fatality because it sets her off. She's like, it grosses me the fuck out. Like she couldn't handle it. And like they get really intense.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't want to knock like NRS games and like especially Mortal Kombat, because like, even though I don't agree with the game design, stuff like that, it's just like an opinion thing. I really do wish they would tone that down. Like, not a lot, because like I know that's part of the core identity of the series.
Right.
Like, just it's a little much.
Yeah, like you could tone it back a little bit and still keep true to the series. Like,
yeah,
you know, there are a lot of things that you can do and still be like, this is a violent game with violent imagery. But, like, not make your developers have to go through therapy for, like, post-traumatic stress syndrome or post-traumatic stress disorder because of, the images that they had to see for research for your game. Like, you can find a balance. I promise you.
It's, like, I think it was between, like, between the research they had to do and just, like, the absolute lack of, like, relief they got. Like, they hardly got any breaks.
Yeah, they're, like, 14, 16-hour days. And like this is all you're looking at, and this is all you're programming, and like, oh, it's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, like it's the stories of crunch that have come out of game companies make me like feel bad. You know, like I hate to see like this guy gave up 16 hours a day like for 3 months of his life. Barely seeing wife and kids if they have wife and kids. They're like sleeping in the office and shit. And then a game comes out and fans like shit all over them for like subpar games, but like they gave up 90 hours a week like to make something for you to enjoy. Like you can dislike something, but like don't attack the developers because you don't like something. They go through a lot. It sucks.
Yeah. That's it's like I don't know. I think one of my favorite games that's come out as of recent in terms of fighting games is actually like what's that called? Because like I guess recent is like a little bit of like not a real term. But
Okay.
like I really like what's it called?
Trying to think. Samurai Showdown.
New Samurai Showdown looks sick. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I'm like, trying to think of all like recent fighting games that'll come out.
I guess Xrd doesn't count anymore. They came out in, like what 2013.
Yeah. Fuck it. We can count it. Like whatever. Uh, whatever.
I like Xrd because I can play melee and commit war crimes.
Well, yeah, that's fair. I've seen. I like some of my finest friends that I know like that play Zerd, but they all like they play Milia. They're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for my character," but like, never apologize for fucking play. Like, fuck that. Like, never apologize for playing a filthy character. Like, that's what fighting games are all about. Like, people love that shit. Like, no one wants to like when you're getting beat by it, it sucks. But everyone wants to admit, like, yeah, I fucking love doing filthy, awful shit in fighting games. Like, it's cool.
Oh yeah, like it's really fun to just like, and like people are like, "Oh well, you shouldn't have fun doing the unfair shit," and it's like, shut the fuck up and hold this 50-50.
Right, fuck it. You do the. Oh my Christ! Oh my God, that subscription noise is too loud. I gotta turn that shit down. Oh my God in heaven, you guys.
I heard that through here.
Oh, you guys are gonna kill Ada. Oh my Lanza, but thank you, Newman. Thank you. Much appreciated for the subscription. But yeah, no, it's yeah, like I don't know, if you don't want to play against the filthy shit, if you don't like the unfair shit, fighting games might not be for you. Because, like, that shit makes the community go round. Like, we love that shit.
And it's like, there are certain things that are a little overtuned. I will admit that, like, one of Melty's biggest flaws is how overtuned the top 5 are. You've got, like, F-Ime, you've got Zero, you've got C-Arc, who is nuts. And it's just, like, there are characters with, like, no real weaknesses that are a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just getting hit with, like, normal-ass grimy shit, you just gotta hold that.
Yeah.
You lost neutral. What's wrong with you?
Get good. Like, that's all we can tell you. Just get good. Sorry. It's what it is.
I don't give a shit if it's unfair. Learn your matchups, bitch boy.
Oh my goodness. Well, hey, we're coming up close to our hour, so I'll throw it out to Chat. If Chat has any questions for Ada, be it about anime fighting games, be it about Resident Evil, be it about anything, feel free to throw them out and we will answer them. But while we wait for those to come in, Ada, I will get to our last couple questions here. So you've been around the FGC for a little over a year now, it sounds like, just about a year. Do you have a favorite story that's come out of the FGC, or favorite story that you know from the fighting game community?
Oh yeah, so I haven't told this story in detail of how I met, of how like what happened when I first got into Melty and how I met Ada Basilisk.
Okay.
So for people who don't know, Ada Basilisk is a top player in Melty Blood and is also really big into other like poverty type games. And I had gotten into Melty Blood just after I had like adopted like the name Ada, and I have like the Ada with like the exclamation point in my name. Ada Basilisk, Void has like 2 exclamation points in his name. Ed was big in Melty Blood, and so I joined Melty Court to be like, hey, I want to get some games. And someone was like, Ada, is that you? I didn't think you played Shion. I thought you played Hime. And I was like, fucking who? Another Ada? And as it turns out, there's another Ada who followed me like later that day, and we didn't talk much after that. But then like sometime around October, where it was like, hey, who wants to play Melty Blood like right the fuck now, like on Where's Timeline? And I replied with, yeah, let's run it. And I was like one of those beginner types of fighting games where I thought, oh yeah, I'm pretty sick. I could do pretty well. I didn't realize Floyd was a top player. I got my ass beat.
Oh, they've got double the exclamation points, Ada. What were you thinking?
They were too deep.
Oh my
I
god.
fucking lost. There's no winning a matchup.
It's the hierarchy of Adas. The more exclamation points you have, the stronger you are. Everyone knows. Oh my god, you
like
poor thing.
In my name now.
Oh, you have to. It's the only way to power up. Oh my Christ.
No, but it's like people still confuse me for Ada Basilisk
Oof.
to this day.
Oh my gosh. What? Like personality confusion shit like that, I get because Psycho Sales, who's been on the show before, he goes by Sriracha Hot Dog on CFN, the Street Fighter, like Capcom Fighters Network, whatever the fuck. So I've had people like tag me after their games because like Sriracha Flash comes up before Sriracha Hot Dog, and like send me like salt mail because like you fucking bitch. I'm like, hey, not me. It's this fucking guy. And, like point him in that direction. I'm like, hey, just so you know, you got some shit mail coming your way that I already like got filtered through me. So I get it. Like there's more Srirachas out there, unfortunately. But
at scrub quotes X.
I got some. All right. So I beat a guy today. That was like filthy. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I cheesed that one out. I feel not bad about it because it's fighting games. But like as soon as the match was over, I got up. I went to the window. I was looking at the dogs, make sure the dogs were all right. I was gonna let them back inside. And then I heard like the little ding-a-ling sound from the PS4 come up. Like I got a message and I was like, oh fuck, here we go. Like I'm ready for it. Like this is gonna be a good one. And it was like, and then he was just like, oh, GG's, man. Like, thanks like for the games. That was really cool. And I was like, oh shit. Like that is the last message I expected to get after that fight that we just had. Like I was sure as shit I was gonna get like fuck you and fuck Abigail and fuck your like. Instead I was just like, hey, I like your avatar. Because I got fucking shots to Hakan Street Fighter 4. But like I got a Hakan avatar and he was really cool about that. And I was just like, oh, okay, fucking sweet, thanks, I guess. And then like went about my day. Fucking.
It's always a pleasant surprise when you're doing it over net play with people you don't know, because like one phenomenon I've definitely noticed is that it is way easier to tilt if your opponent's not next to you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It is a lot harder to laugh bullshit off if you're doing it over net play.
It is yeah. If you don't have that person directly next to you, and you're just kind of by yourself. And you just lost like your 6th game in a row. I'll see some things might violate the Twitter like terms of conduct. We've all been there, but like said in private, like it's fucking. You know, sometimes you blow off a little steam, not out loud to yourself. You think like horrible, hateful things about them and their family, but like like the next game starts, you let that shit go. But like fucking the salt rises online sometimes. I swear to Christ, it's
and it's. I think it's like this weird phenomenon where it's just like you can't understand what your opponent's really going for, and so you're just getting hit with like some dumb bullshit, and it's just like, why would they do that? Why would they do this? What is happening? I can't talk to them to understand, so I'm just gonna get pissed.
Yeah, exactly. Like and the other thing that like goes along with it is that when you're playing online and like if you're playing ranked or casual matches or whatever. There's no stakes, right? Like, if me and you are playing, like, Melty together, right? And if I didn't know you and you didn't know me, there's no stakes to the fight. Like, there's no, like, bragging rights. No, like, one of us is going to advance onto something. Like, your rank might get higher, but, like, no one gives a shit at the end of the day. Like, none of that shit matters.
Right.
And so, like, your opponent will do risky shit because, like, fuck it. Like, what's the worst that could happen? I lose? Oh, well, I'll just start the next ranked matchup in, like, 3 minutes. Like, who cares? But when you're in tournament... all of a sudden, that shit doesn't happen anymore. Like no one's doing dash up DP like on your wake up like in tournament because if you block it and they die, like they're out of the tournament. Like that's $50 out of their pocket gone that they fucking wasted on a like dash up DP. Like that shit doesn't exist. Like it very rarely we'll see it like in like crazy moments that like might not mean much, which is why when it does happen, like it gets amplified because it is in tournament. But for the most part, like you'll never see that shit. And so when it happens online, and you're like, that was fucking insane. Why the fuck would they do that? Like you can't process the insanity of the other person. But in reality, they just don't give a shit because they have nothing on the line. Like there's no gun to their head. Like you have to win this ranked match, otherwise, fucking goodbye. You know, it's just fuck it. Like they let loose. And so when you can't comprehend, like, there's an insane person on the other side of the world, like, fighting me right now, it makes your fucking salt just go through the roof. Like, it's hard.
There are plenty of moments where I would lose, and, like, I'd get counterpoked out of my own pressure and just die, and I'd be like, why would you mash there? Who the hell mashes there? I was not ready for you to mash there, because that's just such a fucking stupid option. But no, I got mashed out. They mashed 2A. It's melty, baby.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
That shit cancels on whiff into itself.
Oh god, that's gross. Is that real? Is that a real
That's
fucking?
real.
Oh fuck.
That's every light normal in that game. It they're whiff cancelable.
What?
Yeah.
What? Learn something new every day. What the fuck? It's just, wow, man, I'm just gonna whiff cancel this light into some shit. And not much. I mean, I guess if you play Melty, like, you kind of expect it. But, like, if I got hit with that shit, I'd be like, uninstall. No thanks. Fucking on to the next game.
Whiff cancel throw is, like, a real thing for people who have throws that whiff on crouch. Or, like, jabs that whiff on crouch.
Really? So,
yeah.
Alright, so it's a tick throw that, it's not a tick throw because it doesn't hit. You just whiff that shit and, oh my god. Oh, that's gross. I don't like that. No thanks.
It's mainly an Oki thing. Like, they'll do it on your wake up because, like they'll do it on your wake up, like, it's for timing because, like, when you wake up, there are, like, a few frames where you can't be thrown.
Right.
Which is, like, a thing in most anime fighters. Like,
yeah. Street Fighter has the same thing. They have like a certain window. It's like a 3 or 4 frame window on Wake Up where you can't be thrown.
It's about that.
Yeah.
And most jabs take about like 3 to 4 frames to start up. So it's like it's just like a timing thing. It's some other stuff too that I might not be aware of, but it's like whiff cancel stuff is so important in Melty because it has like uni rebeats, you know?
Right. So yeah, it's a timing thing. You know, you can manually time throws that way. You can manually time like your meaties and shit like that. Like it's an important part. I get you. I feel you. I got you.
And it's like a pressure thing too, because like rebeating from like a heavy normal into a whipped light normal leaves you plus stuff like that.
Ugh, gross. Gross.
Everyone has it. Everyone has it.
Everyone's got that grease. God damn.
Yeah, that's why I love that shit.
Oh, man. Okay, so we will skip down to our last question, which is not really a question. It's an open platform for you, Ada, for anything that we haven't talked about, anything that's on your chest that you want to talk about, whatever you feel like. I will get off of my soapbox and hand it over to you. So if you have anything that you want to throw out to the world, this is your opportunity to do it right now.
First off, I'm gay.
Hell yeah. I wanted to. All right, so because like when Black Cat came on and said it, I was just like, yeah, fucking, it is what it is. So I was hoping I'd be like, oh fuck, I hope Ada comes on and do the same thing, so I can give like an actual congratulations, and just it'll be really funny for me. But congratulations, Ada, on coming out to the world. Much appreciated. Very brave of you.
I don't know.
We're very big fans of the LGBT community around here, so it's always fun to just be like, yeah, fucking you and everybody else. It's all right. Hell yeah. Be gay. Do crimes. Except don't do crimes. Like, fucking disclaimer. Don't actually do the crimes, guys. Don't fucking trace this back to me.
You can do literal a crime as a snack.
Yeah, you can have a little a crime as a treat.
Jaywalk a little. Maybe tag up a bridge. I don't know.
Who would do such a thing? Not me.
Definitely, not me. Absolutely not.
Definitely not me under 127. Anyways. But sorry, so go on. So Ada's gay. High applause.
I don't know. I mean, I guess one thing that's been on my mind recently is like I've like been making music again, and it's been nice because like I've kind of been neglecting that for fighting games, but now, since
We can't
the
do
internet
fucking
wants
shit.
to, the internet wants to fucking explode, and I can't play NetPlay anymore, even with rollback.
Tell me about it. Oh my lord.
Yeah, like God, just like the nodes are always overloaded now. It's very like not fun to deal with, like pinging like 87 milliseconds to people that I'm trying to fight.
Right. Yeah, that's a mess.
Yeah, optimal was less than 2 frames.
Ugh. Yeah. That we're never gonna get that unless we can play offline, which sucks because we can't fucking do right now. But that's okay because look, I will loop this back around. We'll fucking almost a full like callback to earlier. The surprising thing that people wouldn't know about you is the music thing. That's what I wanted to ask you about. Because I saw in your profile that you do some music and shit like that. So what are you working on right now? Like what are you making?
I'm working on like a progressive death metal EP. I'm like very early in the writing phases of it because I can't really find any sounds that I like just yet.
Okay.
But like that's what I've been working on. I've finally got access to like some good drum samples again. I have a bass now. It's like very nice.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm trying to think. Music questions here because like as an appreciator of music and a drummer, former drummer back in the day, long time ago, that shit's gone now because fucking kids and video games and everything else. But
oh yeah.
So what? I guess what are your influences for like progressive death metal and shit like that? What bands brought you to where you are now? Like who inspires you to make this kind of music?
Bands like Black Dahlia Murder, and then bands like the Contortionists who do like I guess they're just prog rock now. That's fine though. Contortionist, Deer and Grey are a big one. Darren Gray, I don't know. Bands like Entheos, who are like a cool progressive death metal band that people should check out because they're interesting. And Black Crown Initiate, Rivers of Nihil, stuff like that. A lot of like very heavy stuff. Ion Dissonance is one of them too.
Damn, I'm like
not a progressive death metal band. They are a mathcore band, and they are way heavier than most of the shit I listen to.
All right. See, you started off with Black Dahlia Murder, and I was like, okay, like I can track this. Like I know Black Dahlia Murder, and so but now I'm like 1 for 8 on bands that you listed that I actually know. So like I've got to fucking start digging deep.
Another band I've listened to recently is Wretched, who are like Black Dahlia Murder but more technical somehow.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I like their first album a lot. That's what I've been listening to a lot recently. Oh yeah, and a band called Archaic, but it's spelled with 2 Ks.
Archaic with 2 Ks? Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. Archaic. Fucking no. I mean, yes, but no. Fucking hey, I think I found them. Alright. Alright. Oh wait. No, that's a Twitch streamer. I don't want you. Get the fuck out of here. Archaic. ARKKAIC.
No, ARK. Let me find the band.
Oh shit. Oh wait, I found them. I think Archaic.
Yeah,
ARKAIK. Haha.
Yes.
All right. I've got you. Hey, people also search for Darkest Hour. I know Darkest Hour. I own fucking 3 of their albums. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
Kind of sometimes.
I like Darkest Hour quite a bit. Darkest Hour got me through like most of 2011. So I'm cool with this. I'm down with this. 2010, not 2011. 2000. Yeah, that was a weird time. But yeah, Darkest Hour and fucking oh fuck, who's that other shitty band that I listen to all the time? God damn it. They had the fucking Shadows Fall. Shadows Fall was the other fucking
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking Shadows Fall was a band I fucking jammed out through for 2010. That was some shit right there. If y'all want to listen to some fucking like butt rock death metal, or like butt rock metal, I'm not even death metal. Like go listen to fucking Shadows Fall. Like that is some butt rock metal. That is good.
Shadows Fall and Solution 45 are like extremely butt rock.
Oh hell yeah, that's like dad rock. Like that's my like dad rock metal. Like go listen to those. Fucking, oh man, Shadows Fall was like if, what's that fucking? Never mind. I'm not gonna keep listing fucking bands that no one gives a shit about it anymore. But like, I don't know. Go listen to like some shit like Killswitch Engage from like the late the late aughts, like 2009 and shit like that. Go listen to fucking Shadows Fall. Shadows Fall is like, I don't know. They're not terrible, but like, you know, you can get by without them. Fucking Lamb of God. Lamb of God has some fucking great albums in the aughts. Mastodon is like shit now. But
I'm
like,
from Richmond, so I am like legally unable to make fun of Lamb of God.
oh yeah, you're not allowed to poke fun at them. Fucking Redneck, like that song Redneck, like Power 2006. Like that shit was on NFL Street 2, so like I heard it every day there. And then like The Wolf is Loose by Mastodon was on that fucking like soundtrack. So those were like fucking Mastodon and Lamb of God were fucking just killing it back in the day. So like if y'all want to hear some shitty like metal albums, hit me up because I got them in spades. But I'm going to check out Archaic after this. I'm gonna jam out to Archaic while playing Metroid Prime 3. I think that's gonna be my night after I put the kids down for bed. That's gonna be the plan. Hell yeah, I'm all about it. Well, hey Ada, this has been an awesome fucking time. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for enlightening me to shit about Melty Blood that I didn't know before. To new bands. This has been a really, really good time. So thank you for being on. Is there anything else you want to get out before we go? Feel free.
No, I think I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Okay. If people want to find you on the internet, where can they track you down at?
My Twitter handle is at Ada_6 with all caps.
Okay.
And
for anyone watching the video right now, we do have it on screen underneath Ada's profile picture at Ada_6. If I can go check her out.
So that's mainly where I'm at as far as like stuff like that. Otherwise, I'm just mainly on Discord, so I can't really be reached without like being pinged on like Twitter first.
Okay. All right. But fucking yeah. Also, like Dadman says in the chat, eat the rich. Fucking no problem with that. Eat them up.
Oh yeah.
If you want to find me on the social media fun stuff, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, everything. Oh look, Dadman followed Ada6. What a wonderful human being. Thank you, Dadman. You fucking wonderful, beautiful human being. You. If you want to find me on the internet, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that other fun stuff at Sriracha Flash. If you want to follow the show, follow us on twitch.tv/Sriracha Flash for all you wonderful people listening on SoundCloud in the future whenever my editing software decides to get shit together. So I can fucking put it out there. I've got like 3 episodes backlog now that I have to put out now. No, this will make 4. Fuck! I didn't get this shit fixed. But this will be on YouTube. Should be later tonight. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. And thank you, Ada, for being with us. Have yourselves a wonderful night, everyone. Goodbye.
See ya.